In this video, we are going to talk about how you have to use the Meloxicam correctly for dogs. We will talk about, of course, what dose to give it, for how long, what contraindications or side effects it will have, which it also has. We will talk logically about the price, because it is also something to take into account. And then, hey, some confusion that usually occurs with this product because it has many commercial names. Meloxicam, as I will explain, is basically the molecule. But there are many products that have Meloxicam that you surely use regularly, and that you do not know what Meloxicam is. Well, we will also clarify it, okay? Well, I won't talk more, and here I tell you. Meloxicam. Look, Meloxicam is one of the most effective anti-inflammatories, also the most appreciated. I always say that all veterinarians, when we do not know very well where to start, we recommend Meloxicam, especially because it gets you out of doubt. Because hey, any animal, whether you like it or not, when it has, regardless of the disease it has, well, it has muscle pain, joint pain, fever, general discomfort, and Meloxicam, well, all that lifts you up. That is to say, in this sense, it is a very appreciated drug. What happens? That it is still a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory, and with non-steroidal anti-inflammatories, although they do not have the side effects that corticoids have, you have to be careful with them, basically, because they can seriously alter you if you give them the stomach mucosa in a very continuous way. That is to say, they can generate gastritis, and from there, if an excess of dosage is given, which now I will tell you what dose to give, well, it can even generate an ulcer, also quite serious, that you will see above all, the clearest symptom of the appearance of an ulcer linked to Meloxicam is usually manifested, is that the dog, produces black poops, very dark poops, as if it had eaten squid ink. This is because the ulcer, when it bleeds, the blood mixes with the chloride acid of the stomach, producing a degradation of the hemoglobin that is blackish in color, that tints the poops. It is very pathognomonic, very evident. So what happens? How should it be given? Well, basically, Meloxicam, we will always recommend giving it for a maximum of 3 days. The first day, it has to be given at a dose of 0.2 milligrams per kilo. This may seem complicated, but it is very easy. There are injectable presentations, which logically you are not going to use. But then there are some presentations in droplets, in small jars of 10 milliliters, that are good for any dog, and you are told, with the signal of the milliliters and so on, what each droplet corresponds to. It is a liquid, a little thick, which as I say is very easy to dose. From that first day, the dose has to be lowered exactly to half. That is on day 2 and day 3, it has to be lowered to 0.1. Okay? This is fundamental because if not, you are going to have problems, especially at the level of the mucosa of the stomach that I was telling you about. Of course, many times you tell me, Meloxicam? I don't know Meloxicam. It has many commercial names. The most famous, because it is the company that developed it, is Metacam from Boehringer Ingelheim Laboratories. I don't get the name of this company many times. This company may seem new to you, but it is a very old company. This company was part of the Bayer Group. For those who don't know, the Bayer company was a collaborator company of the Nazi government, and in the Nuremberg trials, it was divided into several companies. The current Bayer, Bosch, Hoch and Boehringer. That is, they broke it, and then each of them has become very big. Among them this one, Boehringer. Very good company, very good product, and the best-known name, Metacam. There are others in America. I have seen that you spend a lot on Meloxibet, etc. Basically, look at the packaging and how it says Meloxicam. The rest, I don't care about the commercial name. And as for the price, here in Spain, in Mexico, I know it is very cheap. It is one of the cheap anti-inflammatories because nowadays there is nothing cheap. But here a bottle of 10 milliliters is about 20-something euros. Let's go back to the usual. Antibiotics, anti-inflammatories and other veterinary products, being the same product that is given to Moana, are worth 3 times more. Why? Because the laboratories are shameless, that's for sure. The day someone is curious, I can show you my invoices that they sell it to me because I don't get rich selling Meloxicam, much less. In fact, many times we apply it at the expense, because there are people for everything. But what I come to say is that, if you have doubts about whether Meloxicam from Moana is worth the one from Veterinaria, it is exactly the same. It is made in the same factory, and it is produced by the same company. And in Moana, it is worth 3 or 4 times less. I'm sorry. The world is set up like this. There are many shameless people, and not all veterinary laboratories. I think there are more. Okay, well, nothing else. Thank you very much and see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.